Okay, all right. So, hi guys, how are you? I hope you are doing good. And in today's video, I'm going to discuss these two trades which I've shared around 1 or 2 days ago in my Telegram group. If you haven't joined the Telegram group, yeah, link is given in description below. You can join the Telegram. So now let's discuss the reason behind these trades, why I've taken these trades. Now, just let me start the explanation from very beginning. And yes, firstly, let me change the color so that easily you can see. Right, now it's perfect. Now just look at the candle number first. All you need to crack the CWRV is just you have to understand the psychology behind the buyers and sellers. That how buyers and sellers are dealing with each other. You have to go through with each and every candle, and you have to just analyze previous 3 to 4 candles. You have to create a proper story creation regarding a hypothetical story of the buyers and sellers, what they are going to do with each other. So if you understood those things, you can just predict the market and you can just predict the next fourth candle as I targeted here. Now, if I'm looking at the first candle, you can see in this first candle, I can see volume is less. Okay, the volume is also playing very critical role in the CWRV. If you did not understood the volume psychology also, then you're out of the trades. So yeah, let's back to the explanation. Now in first candle, I can see the volume is less, and yeah, after the low volume, we are seeing again a bearish candle. All the things which is happening on a 5 minute time frame, so don't get confused, and all the things which I'm applying in CWRV are going to work on each and every time frame. You can apply the CWRV on 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, XYZ. Whatever the time frame you want to use, you can use it. It's your choice. It's up to you. Now, these trades are taken on a 5 minute time frame, so just don't get confused that this is only going to work on 5 minute. No, that's not true. You can apply it on each and every time frame. So now in first candle, you can see the volume is less. It's clearly indicating now in first candle who is weaker. Now the first question should be in your mind that who is getting weaker and stronger in this first candle. So now easily I can see the body is quite decent. You cannot deny that the body is not a strong body. Yes, it's a square shape body, it's a stronger body. So now in first candle, you can see that buyers are not trying to decrease the seller's body. Yeah, that's the first thing which should be in my mind, that buyers are trying to decrease or not. The body of sellers, buyers are trying to decrease or not. So of course you can see easily that buyers are not trying to decrease the seller's body. You can see the body is quite strong. It's not a weak body, it's a decent body. So now in first candle I can see that yeah, buyers are trying to increase their own volume. They are not trying to decrease the seller's body. Here sellers no need to prove the volume. Here buyers are doing a decent fight from both these sides. You can see the both side wicks are almost equal, and you can see equal wicks on both sides. So it's a pretty much good fight from the buy sides. So buyers have to prove the volume in first candle. I think everything is clear in the first candle. The first candle, buyers are not trying to decrease the seller's body, they are trying to increase their own volume. The reason is simple, I already explained it. So now in first candle, I look out here, and in first candle, what I show here? In first candle, buyers are weak. Simple. Simple as that. Buyers are weak in first candle. So who is stronger? Obviously. Obviously, sellers are stronger in first candle. So now if I'm going to conclude it, let me. Okay. So now in first candle, we can see that buyers are weak and sellers are strong. Now moving to the second candle. Now in second candle, I can see the body is still stronger body, and the volume is less than previous candle. Then still we are seeing a third candle as a red candle. Now the question should be in your mind that market is continuing again and again after low volume. So which is the first sign that buyers are not trying to decrease seller's body. You can see in first candle seller's body is strong, right? Also in second candle seller's body is strong. Now the common thing in these two candles is just the volume, because volume in first candle is less than previous candle, Like if I'm comparing the first candle's volume with the zero number candle, then you can see the volume is less than previous one. Now, if I'm just moving to the next candle, you can assume it this zero number candle and you can assume it like as the first candle. So now here also the second candle's volume is lesser than the previous one. So now here is also volume is less. So the simple thing should be in my mind, that is buyers are not trying to decrease the seller's body. Seller's body is still stronger. In first candle also they are strong. In second candle also their body is stronger. Now then why market is continuing after and after low volume? So that's the point. The point is here in second candle you can see still the fight is almost similar fight from both the sides. If I'm looking at the first candle, you can see the both side wicks are equal. Now, if I'm looking at the second candle, you can see lower wick is slightly bigger than upper wick, but these minor things are not going to matter. Uh, Still, also I just want to mention one thing also here, that there is no role of standard or abnormal like fake things in this CWRA. So now these standard or abnormal, these are just hypothetical creations by another mentors, and I think these doesn't matter. And yeah, really it doesn't matter. So now in second candle, I can see the wicks are pretty much similar. If I'm going to remove it, you can easily see now. You can see the upper wick is slightly smaller than the lower wick, but if I'm looking at the bottom wick of first and second candle, then you can easily see one thing common here in first candle and in second candle. You can see the both wicks are almost equal, which is just giving one sign that buyers orders are not in decreasing quantity in both the candles. So now in first and second candle, we can see the buyers are again and again trying to increase the volume. Simple as that. So that's why here sellers don't need to prove the volume. Here sellers no need to prove the volume. Reason is simple. In first candle, seller's body is stronger. Yeah, obviously the body is looking like a quite spinning type, or you can say it's a uh, slightly, you can say it can should be considerable like a weak candle, but it's not. This is not a weak candle. It's a decent candle. It's a square segment. So now in first candle, body is stronger. Second candle, we can see again body is stronger. So now in both scenarios, we can see buyer's intention is clear. They are not trying to decrease the seller's body. They are trying to increase their own volume, and they are failing again and again and again. That's why market is continuing again and again and again. So now in first candle, buyers try to increase volume, failed. Again, they did same five. You can see here both sides fixed. Again, in second candle, I can see both sides fixed. So yeah, again they are trying to increase the volume, but again they failed. That's why second after second candle, we are seeing again a third candle as a red candle. So now my story is properly iterated. Yes, buyers are trying to prove again and again, but they are failed. What they are trying to prove? They are trying to prove their volume, and they are getting failed. So that's why third candle is as a red candle. Now look at in this third candle. I can see this time the fight is just inverse. You can see in second candle the upper wick is shorter, lower wick is longer. Now in third candle the upper wick is longer, lower wick is shorter. I mean the fight is same. There is nothing changed. There is nothing changed in the fight. You can see the lower wick is longer, upper wick is shorter. In this third candle, upper wick is longer, lower wick is shorter. Which means the fight is inverse, just inverse the fight. And this time bias prove the volume. And that's why I entered here. Simple trade, easy trade, and it's an ITM trade. That's the logic behind CWR. This is the actual CWR. There is no standard abnormal like these things are existing in the market. And if someone is searching, that's totally wrong. He's giving you fake information regarding CWR. Okay, so now let's move to the second example, which I've just taken it straight. And all right, and okay, let's go. Now as you can see here in this trade, you can see the first candle, second and third candle. Now in this first candle, I can see the body is weaker, right? You can see the body is clearly everybody can see the first candle's body is weak. So now here seller's intention was clear, that sellers try to decrease the buyer's body and they got succeed. So now buyers have to prove the volume in this first candle, right? Are you understanding my point? The reason is why buyers are trying to prove, because sellers are decreasing the buyer's body. They are just compressing the body from upper side. You can see the rejections. The rejection from seller sides, it clearly says that sellers are trying to decrease the body, and if they succeed to decrease the body, so now buyers have to prove the volume, and that's why buyers are proving in the volume. So the next candle we are seeing again. The reason is simple. In first candle, buyers are stronger. Why? Because they are proving, because their body is decreased by the sellers, but they have the volume, the price. This is the price. This is the fuel for the market. So they have the fuel to continue the market. That's why they are continuing. Now, if I'm just looking at the second candle, now in first candle, sellers try to decrease the body. Also, they decrease the body. Buyers proved. So now it's turn to sellers have to prove yes. If they are not going to decrease the body, you have to just keep in mind the thing. Now, if I'm looking at the second candle, you can see the body is stronger. It's a very stronger body, and you can see it's a only one-sided fight. A lot of people getting confused between these wicks, because they're getting confused that upper wick is slightly smaller, up a lower wick is longer, but they consider this fight as a like quite standard or abnormal. Like again I'm repeating, they will call like it a standard fight, but it is not any standard or abnormal fight. You can easily see now in first candle I can see that they decrease the body and bias proof. But this time I can see they are not trying to decrease or increase or whatever these things. They are just entering in the bias room, right? Almost they entered 100% of the bias room. So now if buyers are still stronger, then why sellers are able to enter up to 100% of the bias room? So that's the you have to think about it, that why sellers are able to crack the bias room. That's why sellers are stronger. So sellers have to prove the volume in second candle, but they got failed. They got failed in the second candle. So that's the reason third candle is a green again. Now, now just create a story according to the market. You have to just create a story according to the market. Now in first candle, buyers are proving, well, exactly buyers proved in first candle. And in second candle, I can see now sellers did not trying to decrease the buyer's body, they are trying to increase the volume. The reason is it's a one-sided fight. It's not a two-sided wicks at all. It's only one-sided fight, and the 100% effort is from bottom, because even they cross the bias room. You can see bias room. So they tried to increase the volume, but got failed in second candle. Now just moving to the third candle. And in third candle, I can see there is no lower side entry. And many people again will count like this: the sellers try to enter and buyers did not allow them, and the bias goes up. No, again wrong. Again it's wrong. Itself, sellers did not enter from lower side. Sellers intensely not entering from bottom, because they want to show their strength from upper side 100%. But when I'm looking at the upper side, the weak rejection is clearly see they are not trying to increase the volume, they are trying to reject these bias, and they are failed because they are rejecting a lot of pressure sellers are applying from upper side, but they are still not able to decrease the buyer's volume. That's why it's a trade taken for the call. I think these two trades are just quite simple, easily understandable, and I think uh, you are getting my points, which I just want to say here. So this is the real CWRV, and you can go through with you can shuffle my all videos, and you'll learn a lot of things. So okay, I'll see you next one. Bye bye. And also don't forget to join the Telegram group. You can get a lot of informations of CWRV there, and you can get a lot of trades of mine.